Good morning, students. Once again, welcome you to this online class. Today, I am going to explain from paragraph 13 of the story The Master Artist. I hope you all have understood from paragraph 1 to paragraph 12. Once again, dear students, I request you all to open your book and see as I read and explain the paragraphs. So, paragraph 13. Another 4 months passed, and finally half a year went by. One day, Signor Bartoli marched in, demanding to see his portrait. "You must be finished by now, and today I will see it," he explained, shaking with frustration. Dear students, in this paragraph we see that Mr. Bartoli has come to see his portrait to his dining hall after half a year. In between he had not come. Otherwise we saw that after 1 week, after 1 month, he came to see. But now, for the third time he has come only after 1 year, after half a year. He came with frustrations and demanded that the work might have finished by now and he would see it on that particular day. Paragraph 14. Stepping out from behind the cloth as though surprised by such anger, Moshe Sillavi said calmly, "That's fine, you needed only to request it," and he pulled aside the 20-foot tall curtain. So in paragraph 14 we see that Sinlavi has come out from the curtain with a surprise. Why was he surprised? By seeing the anger of Signor Bartoli. And he tells Signor Bartoli calmly that he needed only to request him to see his portrait, and he pulls aside the 20-foot tall curtain. Paragraph 15. Giuliano Bartoli stood for a minute. Then his mouth fell open. His eyes turned red. He grabbed what few hairs he had left on his head. He did a little hope and then a twitch, and his eyebrows twisted as though he was under a spell. Giuliano Bartoli obviously did not like his portrait, not a bit. Giuliano Bartoli was enraged. So dear students, here we see that as Signor Bartoli saw his portrait on the wall of his dining hall, he was angry. He was angry so much that his hair was he was angry so much that he grabbed his hair which was on his head. And with his anger he wanted to say something, but he couldn't say because he was angry so much. And seeing his behavior, we could say that he didn't like his portrait. Paragraph 16. How absurd! How disgusting! What does this mean? You will not receive any money. Do you hear? None. You are not an artist, maybe a thief or a madman. Get out of my sight. You will leave my house tonight or I will have you thrown out. So dear students, we see here in paragraph 16 that Giuliano Bartoli was angry so much that he even told Sinlabi that he would not be given any money for his effort. And Bartoli says that Sinlabi was not an artist, he was maybe a thief or a madman. He orders him to leave his house immediately by this tonight, or if he doesn't leave, he would throw him out. Paragraph 17. So, what had Moses Sinlabi drawn that was so wrong? He couldn't see it. He had fused and fixed so for so long. It was his 20-foot tall masterpiece. He wasn't sorry that he had drawn to his heart's content, his way, no matter anybody would say. Perhaps his patron couldn't tolerate his cubist expression, but Pablo Picasso would have been proud of him. So dear students, in paragraph 17 we see that Sinlabi was not wrong. He was a great artist. He has drawn a 20-foot tall masterpiece. He was not sorry for being chased from the house of Signor Bartoli because he had given his full heart and mind to his work. He is not worried about what the people would say about his painting and about his artists. He also says that his patron couldn't tolerate his cubistic expressions. Dear students, the cubist means a style called cubism, which means a form of modern art which uses geometric shapes and was developed and made famous by Pablo Picasso in early 20th century. So dear students, we could see that cubistic expressions was expressed first by the artist Sinlabi. That's why the writer is telling that Pablo Picasso would have been proud of Sinlabi to see his painting. So here we come to know that what he painted was not understood by his patron Giuliano Bartoli. Paragraph 18. If truth be told, Moses Sinlabi wasn't crazy, not at all. He would simply been born 500 years too early. So in the last paragraph, the writer tells us that Sinlabi was not a thief, not a madman. He says that Sinlabi was simply born 500 years too early than Pablo Picasso. If Pablo Picasso was there in 500 years ago, then the painting of Sinlabi would have even been praised or been accepted by his patron Giuliano Bartoli. So here we can say, dear students, that we all should have the quality of seeing and appreciating the paintings. If we do not have the aesthetic quality, then we may perhaps fail to appreciate some of the masterpiece of the great artists. So I would say that beauty lies in the eyes of the beholder. So it depends upon the viewers, and the viewers who has the aesthetic sense would be able to praise the great masterpiece of the great artists. So dear students, here I complete the second chapter, which is the master artist, from the book Gulmohar, the language for life. I hope you all have understood well the story and the paragraphs well. Thank you so much. Have a great day.